My name is Scott, and welcome to the Energizer Room.
Masked crusaders working overtime, fighting crime, secret raiders who will neutralize soon as they arrive. The star trekker's gonna lead the mission, inspect from skies of supervision. M.A.S.K is the mighty power that can save the day. No one knows what lies behind their mask charades. Always riding hard on Venom's trail. Come see the laser rays. Fight away.
Hi, it's Scott. So as you know, I'm inside the Energizer Room. Now you may call it the Energy Room, that's okay. Whatever the name is very top secret, so it's a bit sketchy. Energy Room, Energizer Room, just go with whatever you know it as. So you're probably wondering, Scott, how on earth did you manage to get inside Boulder Hill and more importantly into the heart of the Energizer Room? Well, I'm going to tell you. So Jason and Wyatt over at Agents of M.A.S.K, they have a brilliant set of resources. They have their page, they have their YouTube channel, and they have loads of resources. Now, while I was looking into Boulder Hill and I thought I need to know more about it, I came up with this brilliant image on their page. So I thought, do you know what? I'm going to borrow that. So that's what I did. So I hope that Jason and Wyatt don't mind, but I've borrowed it just simply to make some videos, and I will put it back honestly so you'll not notice. So anyway, what's happened is I'm here to tell you just a little story. So a little while ago I was on eBay, it was a couple of months ago, and I saw a couple of listings for some M.A.S.K comics. One was for 6 and one was for 4. Now what I'll do is I'll make a note of the particular issues of M.A.S.K that were included in this, but they were both from the same seller and they had a buy it now price. And I thought, do you know what? A little bit more than what I'm used to paying. I don't necessarily need them, but I thought, do you know what? I might buy a couple more to add them to my collection. And I bought them now. So that's what I did. That was my first mistake. My first mistake was buying them without asking any questions. Now for many of you, you'll realise that that is an issue, and I'll come on to that in just one moment. So obviously, after I bought them, I thought, well, they're from the same seller. So what I'll do is, I'll go onto eBay, and I'll go on and see if we can combine the postage, because obviously 2 packages, instead of 2 packages, make it 1 package, comes to the house. Perfect, save myself a bit of money. So as I go onto eBay and I go in and I say, can you please combine the postage? eBay comes up with a big error. This vendor does not allow combined postage. Again, that should have set more alarm bells ringing. Why not? At the end of the day, I think a lot of people don't allow for combined postage because they know that they're going to make extra money from it. So a few days later, lo and behold, one single solitary package arrives. Yes, it is an old Amazon package. I guess they just put it in whatever they had at hand. So 1 package, 1 set of postage. However, the vendor didn't allow for combined postage. That really annoys me. At the end of the day, if I'm paying for 2 lots of postage and packaging, I expect you to send me 2 packages in the post. It's only fair. You wouldn't allow me to get a reduced discount, so why should I accept 1 package instead of the 2 that I've paid for? But I was expecting that, because at the end of the day, he's probably greedy. So what then happens is, getting back to my other point, where I made a mistake by not asking any questions. So as you know, the M.A.S.K comic has, when you open it up, a centre page spread. And the centre page spread will give you information about one of the vehicles, or an agent profile, or it might be some other random picture that they want to put it in it. But that's part and parcel of the comic. So as I'm looking through the comics, one has a lovely picture, one has a lovely picture, the next one doesn't, the next one doesn't, and so on and so forth. So almost half of the comics that I bought, out of the 10 in total that I bought, didn't have the centre pages. Now, I could have just left it there, but I sent the person a message and said, look, you know, the pages are missing, or they claimed that they didn't know anything about this. Now, I could have asked for a refund, I guess, but at the end of the day, I would get my money back. But then what do I do with the comics? Do I then have to send them back? That costs me money or whatever. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to take the hit on it. So instead of that, I gave them some negative feedback. Now, I don't know if you think that's right or not. You might have your own opinion of whether I should have gave them negative feedback or not. But as soon as I gave them negative feedback, they gave me a small partial refund of some of my money. Now, it barely cost the cover. It barely cost the postage and packaging for one of the packages that I didn't receive because I only received the one. Do you think that's fair? Not too sure. But anyway, all I would say is, if you are going to buy some M.A.S.K comics, make sure you ask the question, are all the pages complete? Is any of it damaged? Is any of it missing? Because at the end of the day, if you don't ask the question, you'll never know, and then you may end up with what I bought. So I now have some 10 comics. Some have some pages missing. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with them yet, but I'll have a wee think about it. But anyway, it was nice having a little chat with you. See you later. Bye. Okay, so as you know, I put a hole in the Agents of M.A.S.K page. So I better put it back, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the image slightly. I still have to see how long it takes for Jason and Wyatt to realise that I've changed it, okay?